Alright, so I got three problems right now. I need to make some room in my fridge. I got some food that I don't want to go bad before it gets used. And I need one more meal for my lunches this coming week. So let's see if we can solve all three problems with just a walk over to the fridge. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, okay. So we have some pre-cooked lentils, some pre-cooked brown rice, some leftover tomato paste, some not the happiest looking celery in the world, leftover half an onion. We have some parsley that is on its way out, but it is still usable. So let's do that. And I need to use these peppers before they get bad. All right. Let me cut this stuff up and we'll bring you back. All right, so now that my vegetables are cut up, I also had this miso paste left over in the fridge. So we're gonna use a little bit of this. And we got a quarter cup of water in here. All right, at the shelf store the other day, I found this bottle of champagne vinegar, and although it sounds fancy, this entire bottle is like $5. So it's got really nice smell to it. So we're just gonna pour a little splash of that into our cup. We're gonna give this a stir. Try to get that miso paste incorporated in there. And what doesn't break up in here, it's definitely gonna, the rest of it's gonna break up in the pan. Alright, so I'm gonna let that sit there. The other thing I found is this bag of shredded carrots, and if you're familiar with them, once you cut the bag open, they don't last long in your fridge. So I really gotta get these used. So with my onions and celery, I already have the makings of a mirepoix. So we're just gonna pour a little bit of this in the pan with our onions, celery. Put our serrano in there for a little bit of spice. And we always have this cup on our counter. We keep it full of garlic. So I got two good sized cloves of garlic there. We'll chop this up right quick and throw in to our mirepoix mixture. Okay, we got that garlic in there. Everything's starting to cook very nicely. All right. So for seasoning, I'm going to keep this really simple. I'm going to add what's called 5 spice. This is available in just about any grocery store. It's very aromatic, and it's a very strong spice. So I wouldn't add more than half a teaspoon in there. And pretty much going to add black pepper to everything. All right, get that in there. We got our little bit of leftover tomato paste. Just going to drop it in there. So what I needed is I need our tomato paste and our spices to roast a little bit as our vegetables finish cooking down. Oh man, I just caught a whiff with that. That smells good. All right, our tomato paste and our spices are in there. They've gotten roasted in a little bit. We're going to take our liquid that we made with our vinegar and miso. We're going to do a quick deglaze. Get it stirred in. And we're going to pull it off the heat. All right, let's take it back over here. All right, now we have our leftover pre-cooked brown rice. Let's throw this in. Our leftover pre-cooked lentils. Get this incorporated. All right, as this incorporates, we're going to take it back to the burner. And we're just going to give it a little tiny bit of heat. And while that rice heats up in there, we'll chop up this parsley. So our rice and lentils has warmed up in the pan. I've got my parsley chopped up here. I'll throw this in. And back here in my little bar area, I have a lime that I've squeeze a little bit out of. I'm just going to add this into the top. And there you go. About 15 minutes. I've cleaned out my fridge, made some space in there. This leftover food's not going to go to waste. And I have me at least one more lunch for this coming week. And this was all off the cuff, so I think I earned this hat that was given to me from my cousin that visited France. But let's put it to the test. It's so flavorful. Check us next time. Eat your vegetables.